With only 2 weeks left in the DV 2022 program, what do the latest statistics look like? That is what we will be discussing in this video. Welcome as we begin the discussion. Welcome back to this discussion. The DV 2022 program has had its ups and downs. From a very low number of visas issued at the beginning of the fiscal year to a sharp turnaround sometime around the middle of the year to a considerable number of visas being issued during the past few months. But as the program draws to a close, what do the numbers say in relation to what applicants are hoping for? To consider that, let us go over to the safediversityvisa.org website and see the most recent statistics from the DV 2022 program. This is the DV 2022 daily visa statistics summary table as presented on September 15, 2022 by the safediversityvisa.org website. In the first column, we have the regions abbreviated, followed in the second column by the AP cases, that is, cases that are on administrative processing. At the bottom of that column, we have 707 that is underlined in red, and it tells the total number of applicants that are still on administrative processing. But as we said in past videos, those applicants that are still on administrative processing have little or no hope of their situation being resolved before the end of the DV 2022 program, which is unfortunate for such applicants, but which is the reality of the DV 2022 program. In the next column, we have the number of cases and applicants that have been issued diversity visas in the DV 2022 program. For the Africa region, we have 14,923 applicants that have been issued diversity visas so far. For Asia, it is 9,250. For the Europe region, 18,626. For the North America region, which is the smallest region, 9 applicants have so far been issued diversity visas. For Oceania, it is 945. And for South America, it is 1,798. Now, there is no exact number of visas assigned to the different regions, so the numbers we have here by region actually do not matter. What matters is the total number of visas that have so far been issued in the DV 2022 program, and that amounts to 45,551, as you can see at the bottom of that column, the figure that is underlined in red. Now, as you are aware, there are a total of 54,850 diversity visas that have been made available for the DV 2022 program. And this means that the program could still issue as many as 9,299 visas to applicants. But the question is, will all of those visas be issued? For that to happen, at least 846 visas have to be issued on every day for the remaining 11 working days in the DV 2022 program. Is that possible? Yes, it is. We have witnessed many days where more than 1,000 diversity visas have been issued to applicants across all regions. But although it is possible, it is quite unlikely to happen for 2 reasons. The first reason is that the State Department is not under any obligation to issue all of the 54,850 diversity visas to applicants of the DV 2022 program. It is true that U.S. immigration law makes that number of visas available for the program, but there is no obligation on the part of the State Department to issue all of those visas during the fiscal year. And the second reason is that With 45,551 visas already issued, the DV 2022 program has outperformed other programs before it when it comes to visa issuance. So for these two reasons, the State Department is not under any pressure and is not likely to make any additional effort to issue all of the 9,299 visas that could still be issued to applicants of the DV 2022 program. In the next column, we have ready, that is the cases that are ready for interview in the various regions. We are not going to cite all of the figures by region, but at the bottom of that column, we have 15,301. That's the total number of applicants that are ready for interview. Now, with only 9,299 visas that could still be issued out to applicants of the DV 2022 program, it means that more than 6,000 of those who are ready for interview will eventually not receive one of the available diversity visas. And that is the best possible scenario. That is if the State Department decides to issue out all of the 9,299 visas that are still on offer. But as we said, it is not likely that they will do that. So a far higher number than 6,000 applicants are expected to not receive diversity visas from those who are ready for interview. In the next column, we have the number of cases and applicants that have been refused diversity visas in the DV 2022 program, and that amounts to 10,079 applicants. Next is the transit column, where we have 11 cases that are in transit from KCC to various embassies and consulates for the Africa region, as well as 4 for the Europe region, totaling 15 cases in transit from KCC to various embassies and consulates. But the question that continues to be asked is, at this time and from what we have just discussed, why would cases still be in transit from KCC to various embassies and consulates? Applicants in such cases have barely 2 weeks for their interviews to be conducted, whereas they need at least 2 weeks to get prepared for their interview. At first sight, it may seem as good news to applicants who find themselves in such situation, but it is actually not good news. And then just below this table, we have the number of interview notifications that were sent out yesterday. We have a total of 6 interview notifications that were sent out for the Europe region. Now, the same question is also asked when it comes to interview notifications. Why at this time should interview notifications continue to be sent out to applicants of the DV 2022 program with barely 2 weeks to go to the end of the program? But as we have said before, many cases that have received or are still receiving interview notifications will not see their interviews take place, as the program is going to end on September 30th, which is only 2 weeks from today. So that is the current status of the DV 2022 program, with only 2 weeks left in the program year. Now, there is not much more to say. Most of you are already aware of what to expect during the final days, which brings us to the end of today's discussion. Thanks for watching this video. Your comments and questions are welcome in the comment area as usual, and I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.